So I'm going to do another AeroPress brew, but I'm going to do something just a little bit different. Good morning, by the way. I went downtown last week, probably about Thursday, and passed by this place called One Line Coffee. And they had some roasts for sale. Here's their little line here at Online Coffee. We specialize in sourcing and roasting seasonal, traceable coffees in an ethical and sustainable way. You know, giving credit to the farmer. There's an extensive profiling process. So you know, it's something that you can trace back to its point of origin and see the what was involved. I mean, because there are coffees out there that are still being produced by terrible means. You know, slave labor. Nothing goes back to the co-op, or nothing goes back to the grower, or very little goes back to the grower. You know, I mean, that's not a good thing. So this is Colombia El Puente, and what really got me about it was the flavor profile. So apricot, which means there's going to be a little bit of acidity, but then there's ladyfingers, chocolate chips, and sugar cane. It fascinated me. I'm like, this looks really good. What's really funny here at the bottom here is they also have sun drying coffees, which means it keeps the fruit on. Because normally when you dry ferment, or you put it in a tumbler, you remove the fruit, you put the bean in the tumbler, and it spins until it's roasted. Well, in sun drying, you leave the fruit on, and you leave it in the sun, and the coffee gets an interesting fermentation flavor. I've never had them. I've heard them described. Apparently, they taste a lot more fermented, for lack of a better word. So I'm hoping that the next time I go in there, I run into one of those, because I would definitely love to try that. This wasn't bad. This was about $16 for 12 ounces, which is pretty good, I think. But yeah, these are seasonal as well. So if it's in season, then you're going to get the best bean. If it's been sitting around for a while and then gets roasted, you might not get the best. But this was actually roasted almost a week and a half ago. So it's going to be very fun. I don't think I've had coffee quite this fresh. I've definitely not had just straight up coffee this fresh. So I'm very excited to see. Ooh, I can already smell the coffee. I'm going to unseal it. Beans look really cool. Oh, I mean, it just smells really nice. I'm not picking up anything, It's not like the raspberry that gets you, clocks you in the face. These are notes. These are hints. These are you're probably gonna smell them, or you're probably gonna taste them. I mean, if you're looking for it, So, yeah, no, that's really nice. So what we're gonna do is, I got my water boiling. We're gonna do it in the AeroPress. I figure that's the best way to get us a direct result. Because a pour over is fine, but you just kind of want to get in there, and it's that's a lot. So I think a single cup would probably be pretty good. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna still got a little bit in the bottom there because I kind of cleaned out my Encore. Okay, so we're gonna zero that out. I'm gonna put in 30 grams of coffee. Maybe 20 grams. I think it's 20 grams. I keep forgetting. I think it is 20 grams. Yeah. I keep saying 30, but I mean 20 grams. So we're going to do 20 grams of coffee, and then we're going to do 200 grams of water. I think that's right. We're going to find out. So that's really nice. It's not, I mean, I don't know what I expected. It's not like I expected a huge difference, but it's like, and there is no right coffee. There is just different coffee. So, everybody's mileage is going to vary. So let's get that in there. And we'll blitz it up. Okay, so that's a straight down the middle 20, because it goes from 0 to 20 to 40. 40 being the coarsest, 0 being the finest. So I'm straight down the middle of the 20 on this thing. And I found out, so this is chaff, the little white stuff on the sides here. And the reason it sticks is because of all the static electricity. What some people do, wait, that's an interesting smell. I don't know what it is. Go a little hotter. It's an interesting smell. I mean, it's coffee, but it's a very interesting smell. So I'm going to add it in to my AeroPress. Yeah, so that's chaff, and the reason it sticks is because of static electricity. And one way to fix that is to spritz your beans with water, just a little bit, just a little like a spritz, just to break down the static electricity. And then you put it through. Oop. Wow, look how much coffee that retained. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to start shaking it before I pour it. So, oh well, it's fine. So we're going to take this, we're going to zero it out. Excellent. And then we're going to steep this for about 2 minutes. And I'm going to take all the accessories out of there because we're going to put in about 40 grams, and then we're going to let it bloom. And then we're going to fill it up the rest of the way of the 200 grams. And then we're going to put the stopper on top, and we're going to let it steep for about 2 minutes. But the 2 minutes is going to start when the bloom phase starts. So, let's see. Okay, so we're heated up, and we're turned off, and we're ready to go. So let's put, what did I say, 40? Let's see what 40 gives us. All right, a little bit more. So we'll start the timer. There it goes. And this is just blooming. So we're going to let it bloom for about 30 seconds. This is fun. Well, I mean, it's always fun. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just, I'm just a little excited because I've never had, you know, I've bought organic coffee from Fresh Time, you know, one of the local grocery stores, but I've never bought like something that I think is, you know, it's a traceable coffee. So this is pretty cool. Okay, so let's add 200 grams of water. We'll add the rest here. It may be more than that. Maybe we'll do 300. Is it 300? Let's get this up here and see what happens. No? Yeah, let's do 300. 250? 270? 290? 300. Get our stopper on there so we can seal it up. And then we'll wait. Wait 2 minutes. Wait another minute and a half. Well, wait, no. We'll do 2.5 minutes because that pour was a little long. So yeah, I was downtown last week on Thursday. Being downtown on a work day in the middle of the day, very interesting. Nobody out there. It's very rare that I go downtown and the streets aren't just full of people. So we don't really need the scale anymore, but we do need the timer. I'll let it go for another 30 seconds. I picked up new glasses, got new glasses. I'm pretty excited about that. They're weird, a little heavier in the front, so they're hitting my nose a different way. But I'll get used to them. They're okay. They're okay. They're good glasses. And just walked by this shop. I stopped at Big Fun, as I am wont to do, the toy store down there on High Street, and picked up something. But then I stopped by and saw this, and like I said, it was $16, and then they had a bag that was like $22, $25, and I thought, well, maybe next time. We'll see. So, all right, so I think we're steeped pretty good. We are going to start pressing. So let's see here. We'll go down a little lower and see how it all goes through. It's funny because you see the plunger, it's just kind of chasing. Oh, you know what I didn't do though? I didn't swirl. Maybe I should swirl now. Maybe that won't hurt anything if I swirl now. Just a little bit. I might have screwed it up. I'm always trying to learn, figure things out. So, press and press and press. Need a little bit of a hiss. Won't hurt anything. We just won't let it hit the coffee. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, it smells like a really nice medium roast coffee. And this is a medium roast. It's right down the middle, as she said, when I bought it. So, yeah, I mean, it smells really nice. Let's see what I get out of it, though. Let's see if it says apricot or ladyfingers or chocolate chips or sugar cane. Weird taste sugar cane. It is still really hot. I should probably wait till it cools down a little bit. First impressions, though, I mean, that's a good cup of coffee. There's a little bit of a bitterness. I may have done I should have swirled, I guess. I don't know. There's so many damn variables that at one given time given to a cup of coffee where it's like, did you do this? Well, I might not have done that. Oh dear. Well, that's probably why it wasn't quite right. A lot of variables, but that's fine. You know. I don't think if there's anything else. Not really anything else going on. We're chugging along. Later on this morning, there is something that is going to pop up on my YouTube, and it is a series that I am starting. I'm cleaning off all of my shelves behind me and all around the basement because it is just coated with dust. So I'm kind of taking things off the shelf, one shelf at a time, and just, running through what's on there. And, there isn't anything on the shelf that I don't like. I guess let's just put it that way. So, there'll be around about, between 20 and 28 minute long videos just showcasing, dusting, talking, Unfortunately, I don't have the microphone on the iPhone is not the greatest, so there was a lot of clipping, so I resorted to voiceover, which seemed to work pretty well. It was easier to talk about on screen, even though I do kind of enjoy the spontaneity of just off the cuff, remembering something, because if I go back, I may not remember it the same way I remembered it while I was, just being spontaneous. It's, it's very interesting that how different everybody's palates are. I mean, that's a very good cup of coffee, but I'm not really registering anything. I mean, definitely not sugar cane. I don't have any of that. And once again, my palate is not, has not been honed for 20 years to be able to tell every nuance. But if you're looking for a nice regular cup of coffee, One Line Coffee, the shop was really nice. The bar was very centralized. I did something kind of silly. I requested an espresso without even realizing what was going to happen. I just thought, it'd be nice to have an espresso. Can I get an espresso? So she gave me a paper cup with an espresso shot in it. She pulled a shot of espresso and put it in the paper cup and then gave me the paper cup. And I'm like, I did not realize what I just did. I just asked for an espresso shot I just asked for an espresso and got it. And to the credit though, it was really nice shot. It tasted really good. I don't think I blinked all day on Thursday after that, but it was a really good shot. The shop is really nice. They've got a lot of equipment. They've got a lot of things for sale. It's fairly large, and the people in there were fairly friendly. But yeah, no, I like that. As it's cooling down, I do get the acidity. There is a little bit higher acidity than what I would normally get, like from the Illy coffee. You know, the Illy coffee is a higher roast, so it's more of a on the upper side of medium. So it's more of a bitter coffee, but it's not bitter because if you brew it right, it tastes like coffee. But I can definitely get the little bit of acidity from the apricot hint, I guess. It all comes in stages. It's really weird. It's like you can't have all of these flavors all at once. You have to get them in specific points. Like there. See, there's chocolate chip. Yeah. That's weird. Okay, well, I believe it's probably it's probably doing what it should be doing. That's great. Okay, so that's a very nice cup of coffee. As it stands, if you were just into plain Jane, no flavor, no frills coffee, I mean, that's really nice. I really enjoy that. That's a good, nice medium roasted coffee. So the story here, a medium roasted community coffee produced near some wonderful words that I cannot pronounce, but I can pronounce El Puente, which is the bridge, is a wet mill that processes coffee for 240 smallholder families, giving many access to the specialty market for the first time. The mill sits at 1,400 meters, and delivered cherry consists of Cachura, Castillo, and Colombia varieties. So this is the Colombia variety. Fully washed with dry fermentation and sun drying. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I've never bought a traceable coffee before. Roasted and packaged at One Line Coffee, Heath, Ohio. That's pretty cool. Wow. A local coffee that's traceable. First time I've ever experienced it. So, and I'm sure that there are a lot around Columbus. I'm sure that there are, but this is the first time in my coffee journey, which started very